Local election officials, a campaign finance review. In this tutorial, we delve into the essential aspects of the campaign finance law for local election officials. We'll start by summarizing the primary duties, then go into more detail. Primary duties: providing forms and guides to candidates and committees. Primary duties: notifying candidates and committees of filing responsibilities. Primary duties: accepting and preserving campaign finance reports. Primary duties: display reports on a municipal website. Primary duties: inspect reports, notify delinquent filers and refer non-filers to OCPF. Primary duties: for city elections officials, assisting OCPF with organizing mayoral and city council candidates. Let's get into it. Please provide OCPF's forms and guides to candidates and committees. There are two primary forms filed with local election officials. The M101 and the M102 are the primary forms. The M101 organizational form is filed by every candidate who appears on your ballot. Yes, that includes candidates without committees. Candidates without committees check the candidate-only box. The M101 is filed before a candidate raises or spends money, or when submitting nomination papers, whichever is first. The M102 form is filed by all candidates and committees who file locally. The M102 form can be used for all filers, even those without committees or with no activity. The M102 alternative is the M109, for candidates with no activity, no liabilities and no balance. The M109 form is used by candidates, usually incumbents in towns, who appear on ballots but have no activity and no balances, checking or liabilities. It can be filed once a year to cover all reporting periods, including the year-end report. In addition to providing forms to candidates and committees, also provide guides. OCPF's guides are electronic, and can be found at the clerk support page at www.ocpf.us. Guides can be printed or emailed to candidates and committees. Notify candidates and committees of filing responsibilities. Candidates and committees need to know when to file reports, and which dates to use. The election schedule calculator is on the clerk support page. Use it to calculate and share the dates. Your filing notice can include reporting periods and deadlines, as well as links to forms and guides. A sample notice is on the clerk support page. Accepting and preserving campaign finance reports. Reports can be accepted by hand, mail, fax or email. Reports are available for public inspection at the time they are filed. Please preserve reports until December 31st, 6 years after the relevant election. Display reports on the municipal website. The campaign finance law requires reports with more than $1,000 in activity to be posted to the municipal website. We request that local election officials post all campaign finance reports online, regardless of activity. Inspect reports, notify delinquent filers, and refer non-filers to OCPF. In towns, reports are due 8 days before a preliminary if a candidate appears on a preliminary ballot, 8 days before the election, and 30 days after the election if the town election is not in November. In cities, reports are due 8 days before a preliminary if a candidate's name appears on a preliminary ballot, 8 days before the election. Local filers can use Reporter 7 to complete and file the M102 report. The report can be emailed to you directly with an e-signature. Year-end reports are due in cities and towns each January 20th. At a minimum, please inspect filed reports for signatures and proper reporting dates. If a candidate or committee fails to file a report by the deadline, send a notice giving them 10 days to file. If the report is not filed within 10 days of sending a notice, the candidate or committee can be referred to OCPF. Penalties are $25 a day up to $5,000. For city elections officials, assist OCPF with organizing mayoral and city council candidates. Mayoral candidates, as well as city council candidates in cities with populations of more than 65,000, file reports with OCPF, not locally. OCPF will contact local election officials shortly after nomination papers are due, to request a list of candidates who will appear on the ballot. Provide forms and guides. Notify candidates about due dates. Accept and preserve reports. Display reports online. Inspect, notify and refer non-filers. Assist OCPF. Thank you for watching.